Endemic corruption remains the greatest challenge affecting Nigeria's stability, progress and development despite efforts and policies made by the federal government through its anti-graft agency to tackle the menace. In a bid to address the lingering issue which has spanned decades, the Priest, Peace and Justice Initiative, an arm of Palace of Priests Assembly, has called for more actions from citizens and relevant stakeholders to drive the fight against all forms of corruption in the country. The call was made by the General Overseer, Palace of Priests Assembly, Dr. Otive Igbuzo, at a one-day closeout meeting for the Shun Corruption Initiative in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Clairview's Gloria Atta has the details.
For several decades, Nigeria has struggled with corruption, a sad phenomenon that has swept through all sectors of governance at the federal, state and local levels, leaving devastating effects on the lives of citizens, the economy and quality of public service delivery. According to a 2012 report, the country was estimated to have lost over $400 billion to corruption since its independence in 1960. In 2021, Nigeria ranked 154th position in the 180 countries listed in Transparency International's Corruption Index. In a bid to address this devastating situation, the Priest, Peace and Justice Initiative, PPJ, an arm of Palace of Priests Assembly, initiated the Shun Corruption Project, which began in 2018 to mobilize Christians, especially Pentecostals, to join the fight against corruption in Nigeria, with the support of John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation. Speaking at the closeout meeting for the project on Wednesday in Abuja, PPJ General Overseer and Director of the project, Dr. Otive Igbuzo, said since the project kicked off 7 years ago, the country has witnessed a shift from individual actions to collective efforts within the Pentecostal community in the fight against corruption in the church and the society.
We were conscious of the fact that Pentecostal Christian leaders do not engage deeply on social issues and in the fight against corruption. So we started by doing a research on the Bible, and we discovered 115 Bible scriptures that talk against corruption. And we trained for the past 7 years over 8,000 Pentecostal Christian leaders on what corruption is to a Christian, the drivers of corruption within and outside the church, and the responsibility of Christians to join the fight against corruption. We established that the call of God upon the life of a Christian and a minister particularly is to minister both to the spiritual and the social needs of the people. Over the past 7 years, we've been able to make it possible for over 300 churches to establish the social arm of the church.
In his remarks, Country Director, MacArthur Foundation, Kole Shetima, said the project has achieved significant success as more faith-based organizations have become more involved in discussions around corruption in the country.
So I am not happy. I'm bitter that it's coming to an end, but I'm really glad that the structures is there to continue to the work that is being done, and that the community has embraced this issue as a critical and very important issue that they want to continue. And I think that that is the most important legacy that all of you are living and all of us are living in this field of work of anti-corruption analysis.
Beneficiaries of the project over the years spoke on their journey as agents for social justice, transparency, accountability, and equity in the society.
In the past, when you see an NGO doing something, you say, well, let's see, what are they doing there? But this coming from a church, a local church, a Pentecostal church like ours, also it gladdens our heart. At the beginning, we didn't understand And just like Deacon Ekioba said, it's like, what are you talking about? We are spirit-filled, we carry Bible, we preach, we cast out demons, we bind and loose things and all. What are you talking about? But by the time this project started, and then level by level, step by step, we started seeing closely, especially, it started by making us to understand that this is biblical. This is grounded in the Bible. So it's not talking something vague, something from the moon. It's in the Bible you carry. And you know that for us, when it's in the Bible, then you don't argue with it.
Corruption is something that is very bad. When you see it happening among believers, it's heart-wrenching. Coming to this program has opened my eyes. I am so bold to speak to whoever is involved, and I will tell the person this is the right thing to do, whether you like it or not.
I noticed that you can't fight corruption from the back. You have to be the leader. You have to come to leadership, because that's one of the things we learned. So since that 2018, we have been sponsoring people to go ahead and occupy leadership position, both in the community, both in the circular and everywhere.
Highlight of the event was the public presentation of the final report on the Shun Corruption Project. Gloria Atta reporting for Clearview News.